Moving on finally to the NFL. We're not going to touch on all the games. I want to get to the 3 games that were the big games. I think you guys will probably agree that Thursday night game, Bucks Bears.
Oh my God! Can we skip that game?
I don't constantly want to get back to obviously with Tom Brady teams, but you have to because they're a very good team, and I think we all picked them to win outside of Mubashir.
Who?
Mubashir picked them to win.
Not the Bucks. He picked the Bears. Yeah. So
Foles magic.
So I don't know what happened, man. Like,
let Mubashir tell us because he got the pick right. Go ahead, bro.
So what did you see that we didn't see?
Let us know.
Just that Chicago defense is really good, and Tampa just really they almost lost to the Chargers. Like they should not have won that game. I don't know what happened towards the end. I think Herbert fumbled or threw a pick, but they should have lost that game. And the Bears been they're keeping it close. Plus, Foles magic. Foles owns Brady.
Yep, he said that last one. He said that last time. So I agree with that Bears defense. I mean, I picked the Bucks just because, I just thought that they had more offensive firepower. Like, in general, more offensive firepower than the Bears to, put up with the defense.
Chris Godwin,
that
O.J.
too.
Howard.
Yeah, but
Your
still.
offensive line is half banged up.
Yeah, still. But either way,
you should have still won, yeah.
They should have still won that game. But that Bears defense, though, because Foles got them off the field and did his thing and sustained drives.
He moves that offense.
Right.
But again, this was what I was saying when we're talking about Trubisky. That defense is still elite. That defense is still doing work, and you need a quarterback like Foles. I mean, obviously the Bucks gave that game up. That was disgusting. I don't know how you lose that game. I don't know how 4 people and a all-time great quarterback forgets how many downs there are. That was embarrassing.
Yeah, Tom.
Seriously, Tom, get it together, bro. Seriously, I mean, I don't know how you I'm not gonna sit there and blame the coaches like a lot of people the next morning did. Like, oh, the coaches didn't tell him. You're the GOAT. You're the best quarterback ever. How you gonna forget how many downs it is? You up there with your 4 fingers up, like, stop it, man, stop it. Honestly, they need to get it together. They have a lot of great players, but they are missing a lot of great players. They're missing their second top receiver. They're missing their other tight end. They're missing some pieces in the front line as well, in their offensive line. I mean, Brady was getting smacked left and right in that game. I mean, he was upset. There was penalties. I mean, that's team.
The discipline.
The discipline, team. I mean, you're not going to have Belichick, right? You don't have Belichick, so you got to learn how to play. Listen, every time we get into the argument, I think it's taken in a wrong place when I defend Brady. Belichick is the GOAT of coaching. Okay. That's a fact. That's not going to change. But to me, in the same time, winning 6 championships, you need both. And I think they did it put together, but Bill is the GOAT. I mean, he's the best coach. The way he has his team. I mean, who really thought the Patriots going to be where they are or how tough they're playing with a new quarterback and all that? But Tom Brady get it together. I think that once they get healthy, I still say they're going to be dangerous when they get to the playoffs because if they have their whole team stacked together, Brady's only going to get better, but he needs to get it together.
I don't think it's really on Brady because you see that one drive where they kept going back. He came back and screamed at everybody.
I know, and that's what I mean. Their offensive line is trash.
But you see Belichick do that to Patriots when they keep making mistakes. He rips his team apart. Like, what are you guys doing?
So the thing is, though, you got to remember, Tom Brady was in a system where he didn't need to do that. Now he has to be a leader and a motivator of men with a coach that doesn't do it properly.
Tom Brady showed many times in the sideline of the Patriots yelling at his team, banging his helmet. He been doing that.
But the difference is,
you don't see the coach doing it.
On the Patriots, you can't get emotional about that because Bill Belichick is going to rip you worse.
No, but
right now, Tom Brady is the ripper of that team, not Bruce Arians.
Yeah.
No, Bruce Arians trash. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
The game
like Tampa team looks exactly like last year, except you got Brady instead of Winston.
Exactly.
No, I mean the coaching staff. I mean, sometimes I'm watching these games with Tampa, and I really don't know what's going on. I don't know how you're not putting the ball
discipline.
There's no discipline. I mean, they had like 80 yards of like penalties.
Tom Brady needs
when
to be
you're
in
giving
that
up
type
80
of
yards of penalties, it's hard to win a game. But still, to forget the down, I was really like, okay, he's going down the field and scoring the touchdown, winning the game.
Right.
That's what we're used to. But I still think just because of being in that new system, it's going to take a little more time, and they need to get their offensive weapons back.
All right. My second game, Raiders Chiefs.
Woo! We gonna shock the world, Josh Jacobs. We gonna shock the world, baby.
Who would have thought that the Raiders was gonna just come out?
Yo,
guns
Gruden.
blazing?
Shock the world,
Gruden
baby.
said we're going to beat them.
John
Gruden came out and said we're going to beat them. I hate the Chiefs.
40-32, they got him. Derek Carr, I mean, this guy, he's showing his worth to this team. He went 22 for
Henry
31,
Ruggs.
347 yards,
Tyreek
3
Hill
touchdowns,
who?
and 1 intel.
Cutting the rug, baby. We out here.
Nah, but they did what Chiefs do to every other team, right? The deep ball, get behind the defense.
Aguilar had one.
Yeah,
Ruggs.
and Ruggs was just burning it. The Chiefs, we talked about this many times. The Chiefs been very close in a lot of these games. I mean, they haven't looked. I mean, Baltimore was the only game that they were just pure dominant. Other than that,
That's playing.
but every other game, if you want to look at the scores, it's been a fourth quarter game. I mean, they went to overtime with the Chargers. The first week, they barely won. The Baltimore team is the only team they beat it up on. I don't know whether it's their a little Super Bowl
That Patriots
days.
game, they got lucky.
They
with
got
that
lucky
pick.
in the Patriots game, stopped at the goal line. So I think Chiefs have to take a hard look, and they can't have Mahomes bailing them out all the time.
Right.
Because eventually, just like the Yankees with the home runs and the stuff we're talking about, you can't depend for Mahomes to throw for 400 yards every game and throw for 5 touchdowns. It's just not going to happen.
The well's gonna run
It's
dry
the,
over
it's the
time.
NFL. You're going against professionals. They're going to stop you. They're going to find a way. But hats off to the Raiders. I mean, like I said, they did to the Chiefs what the Chiefs do to everybody else. Go deep. I'm going to throw you the ball. You're good to go. Henry Rugg, you're a beast, man. That run, you fat.
Bama boys, Bama boys.
He is
Roll
what
Tide.
he is
Roll
what Antonio
Tide.
Brown was gonna be. This is what John Gruden was talking about on Hard Knocks. Like I got plays for 84. Well, he's got plays for
That's
number
why he
11.
went before Judy and CD.
Yeah, that speed. The final game of Week 5, Vikings and Seahawks. Wow, that was
Russell Wilson
I-
for MVP. I don't want to hear
that's a
nothing
game
about
that
Patrick Mahomes or
Mossy
nobody
pulled out
else.
of his hat. He picked the Vikings. I was like, what is this guy losing his mind? And then they came out swinging. I was like, whoa, Mossy's on to something here. But Russell Wilson, talk about
Let
Fitzmagic.
Russ cook. I want to
Russell
talk here.
Wilson,
This is
how
what I
about
need to
this
say.
brother?
I don't want to hear nobody tell me that Russell Wilson ain't the best quarterback in the National Football League. And this year, this man has taken a leap, a quantum leap into greatness. This kid is, it doesn't matter. It does not matter who you are on the other side of the ball. Russ going to throw you in the pot, and Russ is going to cook. He don't care who you are, what cornerback you are, where you come from. It don't matter. Him and DK going to chef you up. So let's go, Russell Wilson. Badgers, that's what I'm talking about.
To me, honestly, the difference is he finally has some wide receivers that he can throw to. They're finally letting Russ really extend the play and go down the field. DK Metcalf, that's who I want to talk about. Honestly, the man's a beast. He's big, he's fast, he's strong, he's physical,
Right.
and he's the perfect guy for Russell. I mean, Russell, come
4
on.
for 10.
I mean,
Yo, won that
the
one.
way he throws that ball,
That's right.
I mean, the way he throws that ball, Metcalf is going to always win that battle because he throws a perfect ball every time. It gets to him. He throws it where he can, only his receiver can go and get it. And I finally agree with you guys. Honestly, Wilson is looking like the best quarterback in the NFL, hands down. I mean, Mr. Rogers on the other side has something to say for it, but in the same time, what he's doing with the team he has, and this is constant. This is where superstar greatness to me is, when you're doing constant. And he's been doing it constantly, and he's finally letting his talent shine with his throwing, which every year they were more ground and pound, get the running. They have Marshawn Lynch. And they lost the Super Bowl trying to prove that Russell could throw, because that was the only reason Pete Carroll threw, because he wanted to show that Russell can win the game.
Yeah.
It was a grudge, and he paid for it.
Yeah.
But finally now they're letting loose, letting Wilson throw, really taking advantage of these wide receivers they have. And you know what? I see a Super Bowl in their future coming if they play like this. The only team that currently I see stopping them is the Green Bay Packers.
DK Metcalf has hands. Jeez. Oh,
I think they
He's
had
big.
a
He's
little
like
bit of luck
6'1".
though, because they could not stop Dalvin Cook.
it's true.
Every 2 runs was a first down.
Oh, their defense is scary. Their defense is the only thing that scares me about Seattle is because they
give
have
up
given
a
up
lot of
400.
points a week.
Scary in a bad way.
Listen,
Yeah.
The Vikings had
It
the right
hurt
game
me,
plan.
'cause
Just run Dalvin
there
Cook
you
down
go.
the throat.
It's true.
and that's
He
why I
went
thought they were
down.
gonna win.
Then you put the ball in Kirk Cousins' hands. You see KJ Wright with his one hand pick. When you put the ball in Kirk Cousins' hands, you're not gonna win.
Well, we talked about that. Remember I said Kirk Cousins is trash.
Honestly, I didn't think Vikings was gonna be. They're coming along.
Facts.
They played a very close
I think
game.
they ran double the plays that the Seahawks ran.
Yeah, but Russell Wilson still said, "You give me one chance, I'm gonna beat you," and that's what he did.
So let's push it forward. Week 6 preview section that I like, where we're gonna pick the games, and I like Week 6 because it's some good games. It's gonna be hard.
There's tough.
Let's start with the Bears and Panthers. That's a tough one because it could go either way.
I take Bears.
We gonna hold on. Not to interrupt in our segment here, but we not gonna talk about Giants Cowboys. We gonna leave that alone.
You want to talk about? I thought we were gonna brush it over, but all right. If you want to go back to Giants Cowboys, I mean, we could talk about Giants Cowboys. What was it talk about?
We said it in the beginning. Prayers up to Dak Prescott. Feel really bad for the guy, Jerry Jones. If somehow you hear this, I would say explicit words too if I could. But
Hold on, didn't Dak leave money also on the table because he wanted to
left,
prove himself?
He left for a year. He left for a year on the table for their contract because Jerry wanted him 5. He wanted 4 because he wanted to control the contract after the 5th year.
So shouldn't he have taken the contract? I mean,
Why should he? Did Mahomes just take the
Mahomes
contract?
take 10
no,
years.
But hold
10
on.
years, dude.
Hold
but
on.
I
You're gonna
know.
settle
I
for
mean,
4 or 5?
like, listen now, because I'm trying to play devil's advocate. Because people are saying, "Oh, this is why you should pay him. This is why you should pay him." But I thought before the season they already had something for him. But he was like, "Nah, I'm gonna bet on myself."
I want to really.
That was last year.
Because that was last year.
Oh, I thought this was this year.
No,
he
this
had
year as
a contract was
Yeah,
drawn
right?
up.
This year as well.
Yeah,
He
that's
was
a-
given 4 years. Listen,
He wanted 4
100%.
years.
he wanted 5.
He wanted 4. Jerry wanted to give him 5. And the 5th year, he'd be tied up. That money in the NFL gets murky when you get into that type of length of a contract.
But again, I'm gonna go back to this. If there was no contract offered, then this is horrendous.
Which is
And Jerry-
possible.
No, and
No, but
Jerry
there
was
was
to blame.
offers.
But there was an offer. In the end of the day, he made a personal choice to bet on himself. And then
Yeah.
we've seen a lot of players do that, and they come out on the other side. If Dak finished the year and did amazing, right, we would have condoned him for not taking that contract, right? Oh,
Yeah.
he didn't take the contract. You know what? This, to me, again, there was a contract. As much as I feel bad for him, as much as I think he deserved whatever he wanted to get because you paid the whole team, in the end of the day, he was offered over $30 million a year. I get it.
Spread out
Other-
over 4 years, though.
But-
That's not what he wanted in his contract deal. And everybody else got the years and
but
the
Mike,
money that they
again,
wanted.
But it's not about everybody got what they wanted. We're talking about Mahomes, right? Mahomes was an MVP.
No, on his
Mahomes won the
team, I'm
Super
talking about
Bowl.
Zeke,
No.
everybody else got paid the years and the money that they
But there's
wanted.
a huge difference of what they got paid and what a quarterback gets paid, right?
All he wanted was the same respect of the years and the money. Jerry has the money. It wasn't the money. It was the amount of time. They were at an agreement of the money. He wanted the money in a condensed package of 4 years. He wanted the money the same way that Zeke was able to structure his contract with his agent.
But he could have said, you know what? I'm not gonna play unless you give me a contract. I'm gonna sit out.
For Jerry to
He
say, I'm going
took-
to give you
no,
4
no.
years instead of
No,
5
but,
and pay you that money in that time.
again,
Amount of time
But
is nothing wrong with that.
But he has the right to be like, you know what? You're not giving me the contract. I'm not gonna play. He still took the $34 million qualifying offer, right?
Sure.
He's taking the $34
Well, he's
million
taking
and
the
he betted on
franchise
himself.
tag.
Yeah, and he,
Why are you going to sit out? You could lose money that way.
but then you can also get hurt
Yeah.
if you don't have a contract. And
I
be-
agree. I'm not saying
So
that's
in
not
the
a
end of
piece
the day,
it.
we can't hold hostage of an owner to give them whatever a player every time
He
anybody
gave
goes in.
everybody
But
else on the
how-
team what they
How
wanted.
do we know there was no negotiation there, though, Mike?
Because we know because he said it. That was the deal that their agents
no.
drew up.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that Zeke came and
That
said,
re-
"This is the contract I
that-
wanted," and Jerry Jones like, you know what? No negotiation. Here you go.
That report
You know,
would've came
Amari-
out.
No.
The media
You want
is
to talk
already
about
on
it?
him.
We can look this up. There's no
All right,
way.
back to
that-
picking the games because
Yeah,
this Giants
this is gonna
Cowboys
take-
shit.
What about Giants
No,
Cowboys?
it's not Giants Cowboys. I just feel like I feel bad for the guy. If my heart breaks for the guy. But in the same time, there was a $30+ million offer. The man said it himself. I'm gonna bet on myself and took it. And this is the result. He still got $34 million. I wish him a fast recovery. I think he's gonna come back. Jerry needs to do right by him. He needs to re-sign him and give him a deal. But in the same time, the man won nothing. In the playoffs of the team that we expected to make a big run, you were embarrassing. You were not even Eagles are first with a 1-2-1 record before he got hurt. That was the division leader.
The whole division's trash.
Exactly. So you're not going to give him $34 million when the team is not going nowhere.
I think he wanted to get paid like Pat Mahomes type.
And that wasn't going to happen. You're not an MVP and you're not a Super Bowl winner.
Well, we're gonna have to take another break, guys. We'll be right back. Okay, so back to the previews because you guys wanted. Preview because you guys want to talk Giants, Cowboys, Dak. Yeah. So Bears, Panthers. It's hard. It's hard because I didn't expect Panthers to be playing this well with the new head coach and young players, but hey, they're playing well. And it's tough. Bears, you beat the Bucks, and they're coming off that Thursday night game, so they do have a little bit of rest. And it's a hard one. It's hard, bro. I don't know about this one.
I'm gonna go Bears.
Yeah, I'm taking Bears.
Do you trust Tyler Taylor against that defense? That's what it comes.
You mean what's his name?
Teddy Bridgewater against that defense.
Teddy's been balling.
He's been balling, but
Baller.
against that defense, that's all I'm saying. The defense.
That pass defense is crazy.
Now we still now we starting to recognize my Bears defense, right? Don't forget when I was out.
Who took him last week?
Yeah. Don't give me that though. Don't even try that.
No, we were arguing about Trubisky. We were never arguing about if the Bears were good. We said the Bears are going to be good if they bench Trubisky. That's the only way we were. We were actually right.
I called the Bears defense being elite.
No. You said Trubisky. I said the defense is elite, and they need to
I've been a fan of the Bears the whole. You can go back, look at the tape.
You were a fan of Trubisky, not the Bears.
Go back,
look at the tape. He's gonna be wrong hard.
But the smart money, I think, would be the Bears because they play Thursday and they have a mini bye. So I think Bears is.
And you're still missing your best offensive weapon, Panthers. So.
Right, but Mike Davis is still doing work. Thank you.
But he's not no. He's not no McCaffrey.
Bengals Colts. Philip Rivers.
I don't think Philip Rivers is going.
What I say last week? What I say when you guys all picked the Colts? Most of you guys picked the Colts, right?
Yeah, I picked them.
Yeah,
I picked them.
Listen, Philip Rivers is done. They need to hang him, See, Eli was smart enough to walk away on a high note as a champ. Philip Rivers needs to learn to walk away. He's done. Try to get a broadcasting. It's doing good for Tony Romo.
Let's go, Joe Burrow.
The Colts are favored by 8.
Yeah.
I'm just saying let's go Joe Burrow, but I think the Colts are
going to win.
I think so,
too. Their defense is carrying
I might take the Bengals this week.
Oh, that's going to be interesting. Ooh. That's going to be interesting.
Because Burrow had a bad game this week. I think it's the first time the kid had a bad game in, a year and a half now.
He got smoked.
I think he's going to come out.
Look at the team he was playing. That was unfair. That was OD. He just have no offensive line. You're out here wilding out against Baltimore. Like, ooh, you're going to get your teeth kicked in.
He got smoked. Lions, Jaguars.
I take the
Lions.
What happened to
Gardner Minshew's a bum now.
Oh, now he's a bum.
He's a bum.
Before he was shaved the stash.
He was great.
Where was he from?
Let's go Cougars.
Yeah,
let's go.
I think a cougar got her nails into him, bro.
Did.
Falcons, Vikings.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Vikings.
In a blowout.
Bro, the Primus High School we've been playing against Atlanta, and I will pick the high school Vikings.
They cannot stop anybody.
At all.
But, okay.
That defense is
leaky.
So
here's the thing. They just fired their coach, and they fired the GM. Smart move by
their secondaries.
Arthur Blank, very smart. Unlike these other teams that do either fire GM. Yeah. So, I don't know if they're going to play like their butts are under fire. I know the team secondary is trash.
Matt Ryan needs to go, man.
Did they fire the defensive coordinator?
Nah.
They're going to get smoked.
You say so. Washington football team versus New York Giants.
Who cares? Move along.
We're gonna get that dub.
You are gonna get that dub.
Yeah,
But
the Giants are
honestly,
gonna win
I
that
want to
game.
say one thing about the Giants. Their defense have impressed me crazy.
OD. Yeah.
They've been playing
Defense is
really
good.
well.
Okay,
they
Peppers.
need
reason
to-
we're like in games.
Facts.
100%. I don't know what you guys think about Daniel Jones, but these fumbles and these picks.
Yo,
are
when he
getting
fumbled
out of
the ball,
hand.
I
If
thought
it,
about
if it
you.
keeps continuing, then
Trevor Lawrence, you have to go
Well,
and get a quarterback.
Tank time,
the
baby.
problem is like 5-6 other teams want Trevor Lawrence. Even the
5-6
even
other
the
teams are
owner
tanking.
of
I mean, the Jets
Atlanta-
are gonna get him
Even the
because
Falcons are tanking for him.
Yeah, Arthur Blank. He's like, so what do you think about Matt Ryan? He's like, well, I don't know. He's like, I love the
No,
guy,
they
but
need to
he's
go.
on
He
thing.
needs to go.
Atlanta's right
Matt
there.
Ryan needs to
Clemson.
go.
So it's very difficult. I hope they get some wins because they're not gonna get Trevor Lawrence. It's
no, that's Jets.
yeah.
There's no worse team than the Jets. Okay.
Raven,
Sam Darnold's gonna get 1 win. Watch at the end
you
and
think so?
knock him out of the lottery because they just have that bad luck.
Like the Giants
Yo,
last year.
someone said that.
Yup.
Okay, yeah. Ravens, Eagles.
Ravens.
Yeah, is that even? I feel
That's
so
not
bad
even
for
a-
Carson Wentz. Man.
That guy Fulgham though, whatever his name is, he's good. He's a good
I
player.
actually put a waiver wire for
Yeah, he's
him.
pretty good.
You, me, and everyone else. All right.
Nah, I'm not. Claypool is my number one.
I took Claypool.
Oh,
Nah, you
dang
ain't
it.
gonna win, bro.
I am. I'm
Brown Steelers. Now this game is interesting, right?
Battle
The
undefeated.
AFC
No,
Lord.
well,
What is it?
Steelers
1-1
are
and 4-0,
4.
right?
Steelers are 4-0. Browns are
Yo,
4-1.
how about that division?
Fire on fire.
The
Outside of
Ravens,
Bengals?
4-1,
Yeah.
The Browns 4-1. The Steelers 4-0.
I got Browns.
Wow. I got Steelers.
I got the Browns.
Let's see what Vegas says. Vegas got Steelers by 3.
I got Steelers.
And it's home,
Yeah,
Steelers
Steelers
are-
are
so
home.
3 points.
Steel
So
City.
it's even out.
Yeah,
They
it
give
is.
3 points for home
Yeah,
field
they always
advantage. So,
give home. Yeah.
listen, I think the Browns are playing amazing. I think they're doing a lot of trickery. They have so many great offensive weapons that now this coach and now Freddie Kitchens is really
Freddie
utilizing. Browns look amazing. That defense is not bad. Steelers, I still think they're missing. When you have Claypool scoring 4 touchdowns and he's your best wide receiver, Juju is trash. Oh my God.
What
The
is
kid needs
happening
to
on this
play.
podcast right now? What are you talking about?
Mike,
You gonna tell me Juju Smith-Schuster trash? Chase
Mike, when you
Claypool-
open your eyes like that, when you go like,
Chase
what? What? Bro.
I'm shocked. Chase Claypool.
Did you not expect more from Juju as how he's playing in the last 2 years? Mike, go look at the numbers before you
I don't
open out
care
your.
about
What
the
you mean they know your
Chase-
numbers?
Yeah. Did you watch Chase Claypool in Notre Dame? Have you watched a game of him in Notre Dame? He is a filthy animal. He's
What does that
he's
got
a
to do
dog.
with Juju not playing to his par? What does that got to do with Juju not being the number 1 wide receiver in your team? What does that got to do with Juju not producing like
When
you
Ben
hope to?
Roethlisberger created chemistry with Antonio Brown, that's who he threw the ball to. He has developed a chemistry with a big body, fast running wide receiver out of Notre Dame that'll play as many snaps as you want.
What that has to do with Juju not playing like he's capable of
Cut
playing.
off the chemistry with a certain player, and on top of
Okay, so then he's not playing well. Why would Ben go away from a superstar if he? Why did he stop being?
that, never
why?
said he was a superstar, but he's not trash.
He's playing like trash.
He's
That's what I said. He's
I think when you
playing
think
like
about
trash.
the Steelers, you're talking about their defense before you even look at
Exactly.
their offense.
Juju was supposed to be Antonio Brown after he left.
Whoa, I don't.
No, but I'm
one's
just
saying he's
wilding
gonna be
out.
Antonio
No one's
Brown.
saying that.
Hold
He's
on.
not a
No,
superstar,
no,
but he's not trash.
He was
hold on.
supposed to fill in.
When he was going off and people said, "Oh, it's okay, Antonio goes, we got Juju now." When he was going 100 yards a game,
people were saying that.
that
Who
you
was
guys
the
are
other
crazy.
receiver on the team at the time? Nobody. Now he has Deontay Johnson and Chase Claypool on Juju. You have
James
2 other wide
Washington,
receivers. Are you
Eric
kidding me?
Ebron.
Yeah, you're bugging out.
Isn't he not proving my point though? You're proving my point.
That because other receivers come onto the team and people have to focus on Juju. Now he's trash. When there was no one on the
I
team,
said
he
he's
carried that
playing
team.
trash,
Bro,
I expect
you
more
said
from
Juju
him.
Smith-Schuster's trash.
Exactly.
I don't
'cause
think he's playing
expect-
trash. I think Ben's just spreading it to other receivers more.
I think he's not playing.
So
I
you would
expect
target.
more from
So
him.
if Juju
I expect more
Smith-Schuster
from
went to
him.
the Giants,
but
you guys
that's
wouldn't
'cause
want
he was
him?
getting all the targets before.
Answer that
why,
question.
why wouldn't we take him? We need wide receivers.
Okay, so you take Juju. If Juju Smith-Schuster came to the Patriots, you wouldn't take him?
Again, Mike.
Okay, exactly. So he's not trash. So he's not trash.
He's playing
So
like
he's not
trash.
You have to stop.
Playing
So
like
he's not trash.
I said
Exactly.
he's playing like trash,
He's
and
not
he
trash.
is.
I don't
Look at
think
his
trash.
number.
His
Don't tell me
targets are low.
numbers
He's not
don't
trash.
matter.
He's not
Don't tell
trash.
me his numbers don't matter
He's
when
not
numbers
trash.
is what we
I never
base
said
it
numbers
upon.
don't matter, but he's not
yeah,
trash.
you did. Go
No, I
back on
didn't.
tape.
Go ahead.
Go back on
Go
tape,
back.
bro.
Rewind a little bit.
Rewind
About
a little
2
bit.
minutes.
Watch it because you said
that
numbers
didn't
don't matter.
I never said that.
You did. You said it doesn't matter. You don't care about
Trash
his
is
numbers.
like him dropping like 4 or 5 passes a game.
Bro, I expect more from him. That's my point. I think he's a better receiver
How though
than
when
he's
one
showing.
person's catching 4 touchdowns because he's taking
That's
all the
one game. Claypool is owned by 2% in the league before last game. You guys are playing Monday back quarterback
exactly.
again.
Juju
He was-
Smith-Schuster got 4 receptions, 28 yards. He had 5 targets. So he dropped 1 ball with 7 yards of average of his catches. His longest catch was 14 yards. So you're going to sit there and tell me that he's
caught
trash
4 balls for 28 yards.
4 out of 5.
For 28 yards.
Bro, he got...
Look at his game before that.
His longest
You're telling me
reception
he's
was
playing
14
like
yards.
Who's next?
Yo. Again, are you telling me he's playing to his par, Mike? Are
Chase
you
Claypool
telling
has
me
7
he's
receptions
that's
for
what you
110
expect?
yards.
That's what you expect from
7
Juju
of
4
110.
catches for 28 yards. That's what you expect from
If
Juju.
that's
Nah,
what
get
he's
outta
throwing
here,
him,
bro. Get out of here.
he's throwing 5 balls.
Who was the
He's
number
throwing
1
4.
receiver when they came to the league this year? Who do we expect their number 1 to be?
Chase Claypool got 7 receptions. Honestly, if you go back to preseason before it started, they said Chase Claypool.
The year of the rookie
The
receiver.
beat writer said Chase Claypool.
So Chase Claypool's
said
better
that?
than
The
Juju,
Chase
right?
Pool, the
Mike is just making things
How does
up.
that make him
Get on
trash?
bro.
What are you
Move
talking
on.
about?
But
He's playing trash. I didn't say he's trash. I said I expect more of him, and he's playing like trash.
If he had
How is that-
if he had 5 targets, 1 reception for 28 yards, he's trash. He got 5 balls thrown to him. He caught 4 out of
Mike,
5. And his
Open your
longest reception
ears,
was
bro.
14
I
yards.
said he's playing trash, and my numbers prove that.
He's
the
not
numbers
playing trash,
prove that he is playing
not.
trash. That's it.
He's not.
Move on.
All right. Well, we're gonna find out this Sunday, ladies and gentlemen.
Ask the
Yeah,
fantasy
one is
owners
trash.
what they think about Juju, bro. Ask fantasy
Who
players.
cares about fantasy owners?
That's numbers, right?
And grading a
That's
grading a player.
numbers. That's stats.
All right, moving forward, Texans Titans.
Titans.
This is funny because it's a Sunday game, and they just played Tuesday. So I want to say Titans. I really do, but it's just such a quick.
Texan one too.
Yeah, it's
I
a
see
quick
Texans one
turnaround.
too.
It's a quick turnaround, and Texans are playing good against.
Clowney's
Romeo
playing his
Crennel.
old team. He's gonna come out.
Yeah, so the Titans are favored 3.5.
And this
So
it's
0.5.
home
Yeah.
again. So it's again. I think it's a toss up. I see the Texans the same reasons Ali said.
Who's home? Titans?
Yeah.
Oh, they don't even travel.
They're not.
Yeah.
They've been
But-
rested for like how many weeks? They
They're
haven't
going to
played?
stay home. They're not moving.
But they play Tuesday. That's
Yeah, but
that's pretty close.
they
I'm
play-
thinking of it that
Yeah,
way.
but there was a blowout.
they play Tuesday,
They
no
didn't play
travel.
Like a close game.
Yeah, I guess so. But still, NFL,
I
you
think
get
Josh
hit, you
Norman
get
is
hit.
still in the air, flying to the
Oh,
sideline.
bro, that was so bad.
He's
Oh my
rolling
God.
over like Neymar.
If
Yeah,
I ever
he's-
hear Josh Norman ever again tries to shit on anybody, you're done, bro. They need to take your Instagram whatever away because you're done.
What was he
After that,
thinking trying to go high on Derrick
I don't
Henry?
know.
I don't know.
He should have just moved out the way. The best game is probably going to be this Packers Buccaneers, the
I don't even
425.
want to pick this. I'm good. I'm omitting this from my pick.
Aaron Rodgers.
I'm omitting this.
And Devontae Adams is back. Oh, it's over.
I'm clicking both. I don't know.
You're clicking. This is
Nah,
good.
Packers.
I'm so excited for this game.
Packers.
I'll take the Buccaneers here.
Packers.
Good luck.
Packers are favored by 1. It's Bucks are home.
Packers are favored by 1, and Bucks are home.
And
So that
Packers
means,
coming off a bye week.
Yeah.
Listen, I
Packers.
listen.
And then
it's-
Buccaneers had an embarrassing loss, so it's like
Aaron Rodgers about to be like.
if I had to pick, I want to pick Packers just for the fact is they're such a hot team right now. They're really hot. But then again, Buccaneers are going to get Godwin back, right? I think this week.
Yes,
So
and Fournette.
Ooh,
And they
it's
might
gonna be a
get
good
their
game.
left tackle back too.
It's going to be a good game. Rams 49ers.
Rams.
Man, you guys said Rams stink, but early season.
Nah.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Crazy.
throwing
Bro, I'm
picks.
talking about 49ers defense is at loss right now. I think that's what is making them lose the games. They don't have the pass rush they had last year. They're missing their biggest piece, and their quarterback can't.
Jimmy
with the
G's
high,
getting exposed.
He got
bro, with the
Exposed,
with the
OD.
high ankle sprain, that's what happens. The ball sails on you, and that's what we saw in the game. He was overthrowing all the receivers, but I think they're more worried about their defense than their offense.
Yeah, that Rams offense is pretty good.
Because
Fitzmagic put it up on them.
Oh yeah, he torched them. Wow.
Sheesh.
Broncos Patriots.
Patriots,
COVID
baby.
Cam coming back.
let's go
Gotta go with Pats.
Patriots.
Yo, I
day,
need
every
Cam to come
day.
back. But yeah, Patriots for sure. I mean, Broncos, Melvin Gordon, what you doing, bro? DUI? Come on.
Oh, and you were complaining, we got to practice and can't play a game. That's what happened.
Drank his emotions away.
Drank his emotions away. Jets, Dolphins. Oh,
Dolphins by 21.
Do you guys still don't do you guys still not draft Trevor Lawrence if you're the Jets?
Oh my god.
Do you still not?
I want them to draft them because I don't want a team like Washington ending up with anyone but NFC East. I want Jets to draft Trevor Lawrence, but at the same time, it's like
I get it. I see the Sam's talent. He shows flashes, but in the same time, to
not
me, it's the
consistent.
years. You have to pay him, and Lawrence, you're gonna start fresh. You don't have a team right now. You have to build a team regardless. So might as well get a new quarterback and start over, and don't worry about a salary cap.
to me, I'd be like, listen, Sam. I'm giving you this. You want to get traded or not? That's it.
Oh, I get traded or nah?
That's what it is. But
they need to fire their head
But
coach.
I'm just waiting on when are we gonna see Tua? Are we
not.
gonna see him this year?
Oh, the way Fitzmagic's playing.
I don't. The thing is, so I don't think there's a reason to see him right now. He wasn't injury riddled, but he got some that injury. That last injury when he was on Bama, when
ribs,
he
I
The
think.
hip.
yeah,
It's the hip.
you got to give that dude some. If you got Fitzmagic playing like this, you might as well just sit the kid down
Let him learn.
and let him learn, let him rest. You
Work
know,
for Mahomes.
even though I'm saying we watching Mr. Justin Herbert torch it up right now, but it's cool. Let Tua rest and do his thing.
I mean, what are they? 3-2,
They're 2-3.
2-3. I mean,
It's not bad.
Patriots are 3-2. Bills are 4-1. I mean, they're right there in the division. Why not let White Fitzmagic? And if once you fall off of it, then you have Tua for the last 6 games. That's good enough.
They weren't
not-
expecting
right.
anything this year, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I definitely get him in by the end of the year.
Just to see.
You
just
think
to
so?
see him, just to get his feet wet,
Hot
so
take.
he can stay.
Tua plays the
take,
fourth
hot take.
quarter.
Of what, this game?
The Jets game.
If it's a blowout, I could see that.
I
But
see a blowout.
at the same time, God forbid, what if he gets hurt?
Against the Jets? Who's going to touch him?
Bro,
Jets play two-hand touch.
They're bad luck team, man.
I'm telling you, take
I
the
feel
Sunday
so
crew.
bad for Jets
Let's take the
team.
Sunday crew and go to MetLife. We beat the Jets. Bro.
Oh,
I'm telling
I
you. We got
tried to
Odell. You know what I'm saying? That's
Tyreek
it.
Hill.
Tyreek Hill. My bad.
But all right. Well, we'll see if we're ever
Cardinals.
gonna see Tua this year. Yeah, getting into the Sunday night game, Cardinals Cowboys.
Chandler Jones from the Cardinals went down for
Yeah.
a season-ending surgery. They're leading sack, so that's a big,
ACL.
big loss.
This is a
Bicep.
Bicep.
Bicep. That's a big loss, but I still have Cardinals.
I don't know.
Cowboys.
Yeah, because here's the thing. I
That
don't.
rifle?
Everyone,
Dak, baby.
everybody is crapping on Andy Dalton. Like, dude, this guy took the Bengals to the playoffs like 9 times.
He had
Like-
great teams, bro. Are you kidding me? That defense was
mean-
stacked. He had AJ Green in his prime. He had a good running game. Oh, come
Mike,
on,
Mike,
bro.
Mike.
Andy Dalton was Andy Dalton.
No,
was
he
trash.
wasn't track because he was like, if
Red
you saw
Rifle threw
like
too many picks.
before they got Joey Burrow, this guy was throwing like almost 300 yards a game, like with garbage. So I don't think he's that bad. And now he has weapons. He's gonna show. Like you said, okay, you said he had
just
a
hate
good
him
team.
because when he came into the league, Faisal was a huge Red Rifle fan. Right? He had the shirt and everything,
Oh,
and
that's
he
so
never
funny.
proved anything. To me, again, he came into the league. He goes under the radar because he played for the Bengals, but he came into the league as one of the elite quarterbacks that was supposed to take over. He was called the Red Rifle for a reason. He went to the playoff once, and I think in the end of the day, if Dak couldn't do it with that team, is he better than Dak? Are you gonna sit there and tell me now Cowboys are better or the Cowboys are gonna win?
It was hard.
With Dak, I would say yes. With the Cardinals, without Dak, I think still need that chemistry. He hasn't played with the first team. It's gonna take time for him to settle in. And Mike is going crazy over there. He's the biggest Dak fan, and now he's gonna sit there and say Andy Dalton's better than Dak.
Time out. Before you get to your point, so you said that, right? You know Tony Dungy. He got a lot of flack for this. He said Dak getting hurt is a blessing in disguise because now Andy Dalton will show like who he truly is and what he could do. So he did get a lot of flack for that, but we'll see, man. I think Andy Dalton might do good. I hate the Cowboys. I don't want them to do well, but
again, my point was he came into that league with the expectations, right? So if he goes out there and proves me wrong, great. But I haven't seen it from you. You came into the league as a high expectations, and you didn't do anything. If he does it and proves me wrong, good for him. But I say they downgraded from Dak. I think that's why he was a backup, and I think the Cardinals are going to beat them. That's my take on it. It's nothing to do with Andy Dalton. He hasn't shown me anything.
It's hard, though, because he had 2 Super Bowl teams in his division. Both the Ravens and Steelers won Super Bowls while he was playing with the Bengals. That's 4-year games a year.
Yeah, that's true too.
I'll tell you this. It's going to be high scoring.
I don't know. I think the Cowboys are going to rely more on Zeke now.
Again, he hasn't played with the first team, so it's going to take time for Andy Dalton to really settle in.
I think that's going to help the Cowboys defense too, because if you look at all the Cowboys team in the past with Zeke, they run him, they control the clock.
No,
they do not let the other team touch the ball. But with Dak, he's just been lighting it up. Yeah. But if you can control the clock with Zeke, you can control the scoring.
I mean, I agree with Mike. But if it goes high scoring, I don't see Cowboys winning this game because I agree with Masi. Dalton still needs to build a little repertoire, and he doesn't have that time like Dak did, and Dak knew the system. So if they don't score with Cardinals, that Cowboys defense is garbage.
Cowboys were throwing off 40 points a game almost with Dak. So do you expect that from Andy Dalton? I don't think so in the first couple of games at least.
He can get there.
He can get there 100%.
He got the weapons.
Cowboys are
He's
loaded.
In like the perfect situation.
But that offensive line is not the same offensive line that it was used to be. Their center, their all-star center retired. They lost their left tackle. They lost their right tackle. I mean, that 7 front line we used to talk so highly about Cowboys, it's not there anymore, guys. That's why I think they went away from the running game a little bit.
Before we get to the next game, so Cardinals, and these are discussions that are being had. Are they a little hyped? I mean, okay, they beat the Jets, but it wasn't up to like maybe the late 3rd, early 4th. Previous to that week, they got beaten up. So what is this team? Yeah, the record says they're 3-2, but how true is that?
I think it's pretty true. I think Kyler Murray's still like finding his way, doing his thing. Him and D-Hop are still getting that stuff like under control. I think once that figures itself out, and they got to really figure out the situation between Chase Edmonds and Kenyon Drake.
I think it's Edmonds. Drake is.
It's just how Cliff Kingsbury is calling the plays. I'm just saying that how he's calling the plays, it looks like they still need to figure that out at the organization itself. Or go after Le'Veon. So there's that. We don't know what's gonna look like with Chandler being down. That's a big loss.
That's a huge loss.
But I think in the current moment, their record holds true to who they are. I think they're actually overachieving. That sounds crazy because D-Hop is there. But they could be in the same position that the Chargers are in right now, right? At the end of the day, 1-4. And that was the actual expectation of that team when they came into the season.
That's a good division too.
Biggest thing that usually people say is, honestly, it's your record says who you are, and I think they are who they are. But in the same time, that's a weak offensive line that's there. Kyle Murray's doing it without no running game at all. Drake needs to step it off. I think if they get a little bit of more running game, but now with Chandler Jones down, that defense is gonna be more weight on the offense shoulders to do more. I mean, I don't know what Hopkins could do anymore. He's having like 100 yards every game and at least 1 touchdown. it's gonna be tough. But that division, I think everybody's hyped because they beat the 49ers week 1 with their team all intact. I think that's what the hype started. But I think they're a 3-2 team. I don't think that's.
Oh, and I'm sorry, that was a Monday night game. And a quick stat: Andy Dalton has lost 4 straight Monday night games.
He's never won yet. Bright lights.
Finally,
It's perfect for the Cowboys.
Cowboys
Never do
Finally,
anything in the bright lights.
There is a Monday game earlier, 5:00. The Chiefs versus the Bills.
Wow.
And
Both
the
teams are looking to rebound.
Yeah, that's the thing, right?
Both teams coming off.
Losses.
Losses.
The first losses, yeah.
And the Bills, it's funny, Le'Veon was brought up. I think Le'Veon is a piece that this team needs.
Correct.
Like who, Devin Singletary and
Bust.
Zach Moss.
Bust.
I think
I think Zach Moss is going to be good once he gets on the field. He's been hurt. I don't know if you bring that energy to a team like that.
No, but
He just wants to win.
And he's been under Adam Gase, and they're not utilizing him for his skill set. And Josh Allen, it looks like his only weapon is Stephon Diggs. Imagine you add Le'Veon to that
he
mix.
got AJ Brown back, right?
No, it's Titans.
John Brown.
He's hurt.
He's hurt.
Yeah.
Back.
So and the kid needs help. I think that would be a good fit. But anyways, back to the game itself. What do you guys think?
Because the Bills can't stop tight ends. Me and Basha talked about this. How Jonnu Smith ended up eating in that game. I think that just off that, because of how good Travis Kelce is, I think the Chiefs are going to win, unfortunately. I don't really want to see them win, but I think they will.
Plus, one has the Chiefs have lost back-to-back with Mahomes.
Yeah.
I can't tell you.
Yeah, I can't
I
tell
think
you
this is
that.
going to be the first week. I think the Bills are going to take it. I
I think they
defense
got
are-
exposed.
I think they did, but in the same time, I expect more from the Bills defense. I think they're going to clamp down a little bit, and I think they're going to score more runs. You were talking about a team that was throwing 40 points a game, and finally they had a couple interceptions here and there, and the Titans just blew the doors open. But sometimes that happens with good teams. I mean, we've seen every team. I mean, who saw the Kansas City Chiefs losing to the Raiders? But the Raiders came out, punched them in the mouth, and they never recovered. So if the Bills come and Josh Allen's just throwing the ball down the field and they get these deep throws and they go down 2 touchdowns, now again you're relying on Mahomes to bring you back and win. And I think they're going to clamp down a little bit. They're going to take tight end away. I feel like as bad as they've been, if you're going in there, your whole focus is Trevor Kelce, but then he has Harmon and Tyreek Hill to blow the doors open.
True.
It's going to be a good game, but I see the Bills winning. Honestly.
We've been saying this every week. Like, the Bills' defense has not shown up once yet.
Yes. I agree
Like,
with
we're
that.
waiting for that defense to wake up.
I'm waiting.
point,
I'm waiting
Perfect point.
also. And I thought
What,
they
just
had
give
a
up
breakthrough.
42 to the Titans?
I think they had a breakthrough the game before, but the Titan games, I think it was
Even
more
the Jets put
interception.
up points on the Bills. The Jets.
The Jets.
I don't know.
What do you think
I
the
see.
Chiefs are going to do?
Yeah, I don't know. I have a feeling.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna see the pick'em section.
Yeah, well, let's see what happens Sunday. That's not my pick right now. I mean, right now I just throw shit out there.
Word. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It was a lengthy one. Thanks for sticking around. Don't
Mike
forget
argument has returned.
to like, share, and subscribe. It looks like everyone's gonna fight Mossy by the end of this week.
I don't know why me, bro. Why everybody gotta talk to me?
But thank you for watching. I'm Ali, Mobasha, Mossy, and Mike. Until next time, peace out.